Hey, what's going on, everybody? On YouTube, Steve here, Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com. Coming back to you with another video. In Miami right now, Miami, Florida, still looking for an apartment, trying to lock an apartment down. And I've been sharing a lot of my journey on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, definitely go check me out on Instagram at Rake and Profit. I've been posting a lot of content over there on my timeline, also updating you guys on a regular basis with the Instagram story. And if you're not sure what the Instagram story is, it's essentially, it's a story. You get to take clips of your day and you put it into your story, and it shows the progression of your day. And the reason I'm making this video is because a lot of people have been asking me about my daily routine. A lot of people have been asking me about my daily routine, and I want to share what my daily routine typically looks like. Oh man, we got the thrifting lounge in the house. It's been a long time, brother. How are you doing, man? What's new with you? Anyways, I want to share my daily routine. How does my day typically play out? What are the key elements of my day? And hopefully this can add some value to you and maybe it'll help sculpt and mold your day towards success. So for me, typically the day starts the night before. One of the things that I love to do before I go to sleep is plan my days in advance. So what I like to do is just pull out a Google Doc or a pen and a pad and just kind of have a brain dump all the different things that I want to do the next day. Because I feel like a lot of times I have a hard time sleeping if I have like a million different things in my head. So it's a good idea to just get it all out, write it all out. It's called a brain dump, and just get it all out on a piece of paper. And then once you have 10, 15, 20 things on your piece of paper that you have to do, start to order it in importance. The number one most important thing, the number two most important thing, the number three most important thing, and ask yourself a question. Say, if I was only able to do 3 things on this list or 4 things on this list, even though I have 15 or 20 things, what would those 3 things be that would have a huge impact in my life? If I got these 3 things done, then it would shape and mold the rest of my life. So my day typically starts the night before, kind of getting an idea of where I want to go, the direction I want to move the next day. Because right when you wake up in the morning, you've got the most energy, the most power, the most will, the willpower, whatever you want to call it. So you don't want to be wasting that energy making decisions. You want to have your day planned out in advance. Obviously, one of the things you want to do is get a really good night's sleep. You know, this is one of the areas that I've been working on, and I actually purchased this. I don't want to show you the finger and flick you off, but I've got this ring. It's called the Aura Ring, and this ring actually tracks your sleep. It'll actually share with you how long you've been laying in bed versus getting real sleep. It'll track your deep sleep, your REM sleep. It'll track your respiratory rate, your heart rate, calories burned, all different types of information. And then there's an app on your phone so you can check it, and it'll actually give you a score every single day based on a bunch of different factors related to sleep. So, you know, once I plan my day the night before and I get a good night's sleep, what I like to do is wake up nice and early. Lately, I've been waking up between 5 and 7 in the morning, typically around 6 in the morning, just depending on my schedule and how much I have to do. So right when I wake up in the morning, the first hour of the day is spent on mind, body, and soul. And what I like to usually do is have a cup of coffee first thing in the morning, and then I like to dive right into my morning ritual. So my morning ritual right now consists of the Tony Robbins priming exercise. So if you go to YouTube and type in Tony Robbins priming exercise, it's a 15-minute exercise that encompasses breathing exercises. It encompasses gratitude. It includes thinking about three things you're grateful for. It encompasses healing your body and asking for what you want through slight incantations. And it encompasses, the last thing is imagining 3 things that if you were to accomplish in your life, what would it be like, and how do you change your life, and how would it change your life? So that's like the Tony Robbins exercise. Right when I'm done with the Tony Robbins exercise, which takes about 15 minutes, and I document this on my Instagram story. I've been doing it for like a month straight, even though I've been doing this for years. I dive right into my goals. So I usually put on an inspiring, motivating song, and I read my goals. I have my top goals written down on a Google Doc, so I just pull out my phone and I read my top goals. Maybe it takes a couple of minutes. Immediately following reading my goals, I dive directly into positive incantations and positive quotes that inspire me and motivate me, because this is my way of feeding my mind, feeding my soul, giving my mind and my brain that nutrition and that motivation, that excitement that it needs. I want to continue to repeat to myself who I want to be, what I stand for, where I'm going to go. Right when I'm done with the incantations, I directly jump into reading. So this is a new thing that I've added to my morning ritual over the last about 3 weeks, is reading at least 5 pages. And a lot of times when it comes to building a new habit, people make things too difficult, right? You want to make habits attractive. So if I said to myself, I'm going to start this new habit of reading every morning, and you say, I'm going to read for 30 minutes, that's very unattractive if you're not used to reading. But reading 5 pages, anybody can do that. It's really easy. And as you start to practice a habit more and more, it becomes part of your identity, and you build momentum and you start to enjoy it. And then you might read 6 pages, 10 pages, 15 pages. So that's the morning ritual. Right when I'm done with my morning ritual, right, which takes about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, usually get my gym clothes ready. If I'm working out that day, I work out about 4 to 5 times a week. I'm on a 2-day on, 1-day off schedule. Right when I'm done with my morning ritual, hit the gym. If I am not working out, then I'll have breakfast. So if I'm not working out, I'll have breakfast. If I am working out, I'll hit my workout, which takes about an hour, then I'll come have breakfast. Right when I'm done with breakfast, I immediately dive into my 4 hours of work. So right now I'm living in Miami. My business has changed a little bit. In the past, I might be going out to thrift stores. I might be going out to the warehouse. I might be spending more time with a physical reselling business. Right now I'm in Miami. I'm having to make a lot of my money through either managing my eBay business, my warehouse is in Connecticut, or just working on my YouTube or my affiliate marketing or some of the other online digital assets that I have in my business. So all of my work can be done from a coffee shop. So right when I'm done with my morning ritual, I dive into my workout, breakfast, and immediately jump into 4 hours of work on my laptop. Now, these are 4 hours that are uninterrupted, distraction-free, phone on airplane mode. That's a goal of mine. I'm not perfect with that because a lot of the work I do is on my phone. I need internet posting, social media, different things like that. But I'm talking uninterrupted. 4 hours uninterrupted. Not searching on Facebook, not screwing around on websites, not going to the kitchen and eating food, not walking around. I do take about 1 to 2 5-minute breaks. Today I just got done with a 4-hour work session. I had one 5-minute break to have my lunch. Always pack my lunch. Always pack my lunch with me when I go out to work so I don't have to go out and eat. I've got a healthy lunch already prepared. I prepare all my meals in advance, and it saves time, and it allows you to keep in that flow state. You want to get into and you want to reach the flow state when you're working. Right when I'm done with the 4 hours of work, then typically it's just spending time either running errands, grocery shopping, doing laundry, maybe cleaning the place, my apartment if I'm at my apartment, maybe hanging out with some friends, or doing some less, less exhausting type of work. There's certain work that I do in my business that doesn't take a lot of brain power. There's certain things that I do where I have to be so focused that, I got to make sure I'm not distracted. There's other things I could do in the day that are more fun, maybe like shooting YouTube videos, or some repetitive tasks, or taking a call, or a networking event, or something with my team that's just not super duper like I'm climbing a wall. It's more like going with the current. It's easier, it's more smooth. So that's my routine right now. Once I'm done with that, then I could screw around with other work things, hang out with friends, go on a date if I want to go on a date, enjoy myself, get a massage, see the chiropractor, all different type of things like that, clean out my car. But that's the routine right now. So I am making sure that my top priorities and values are being taken care of on autopilot. It's a guarantee that I'm gonna reach my goals because I am taking care of my mind and my soul with the morning ritual. I'm taking care of my health by working out and preparing my meals. So at the end of the day, sometimes I'll prepare my meals a couple times a week, right? I'm taking care of my physical body, working out, hitting the gym, and I'm taking care of my business and finances by putting in my 4 hours of uninterrupted, distraction-free work. Now, you might be thinking, see, 4 hours, that's it? I'll tell you right now, 4 hours of uninterrupted, focused you've got a plan, you hit the ground running. Work is equivalent to a lot of 12-hour work days from the average person. The average person who's putting in 8 hours could probably get that work done in a couple of hours if they maybe weren't so distracted, or if they weren't multitasking, or if they hired a virtual assistant, or they built a team. I'm not saying all of those things have to be done. And there are certain businesses where it's gonna, you've built a business that's gonna require you to put in 8 hours of physical work, and there's nothing you can do besides hire and outsource. But if you don't want to hire and outsource, you're gonna be stuck in that, which is fine, but I'm able to get away with 4 hours of work because I have a team. I have, right now I have 5 people working with me very closely, and I have multiple other freelancers that work with me on a part-time basis. So I'm making sure that when I'm working on the most important, impactful things in my business that are going to make the biggest difference, that I'm most passionate about, that I enjoy. And that's pretty much the way that I've structured my day. So if you guys have any questions about my routine or building a routine or how to put a routine together, definitely feel free to put a comment down below. We've got a lot of people commenting right now, so I want to shout some people out. Hooked on Pickin', can you speak about how to logistically hire a team? So that's a large question. To put it in a nutshell, first thing you got to figure out is what exactly you want to hire for. So you got to figure out all the different tasks that you want to hire out for. Then you've got to define how to do all the tasks by creating systems, or what's known as SOPs, which are standard operating procedures. Once you define your roles and you've got instructions for how to do it, and you can do these things in reversal if you want to hire first. But then you want to go to some websites like Online Jobs PH, where you can hire people for as little as $2 an hour, or you can check out Upwork.com. You can hire people, freelancers, and Fiverr.com is for a lot of like one-off jobs that you can do, like editing of videos, graphic design, maybe editing of text or getting articles written. There's different things like that. My favorite websites are Upwork, and I just recently signed up for Online Jobs PH. I put out an application for a personal assistant yesterday, and I just looked at my application. I've got 113 people who have applied. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, I'll put a post on there later on and show you this so you can see, and I'll show you some of the applicants. For as little as $1.57 an hour. I had one person apply full-time for $1.57 an hour, and the average was like $2 to $3 per hour. But it's amazing some of the tasks that you can get done, from web development to listing on eBay, graphic design, editing, videos, text, social media. I mean, anything you want done. You'd think to yourself, well, I don't want to hire from, outside of the US. They're not going to do as good of a job, so on and so forth. You'd be surprised. I've hired tens of, not hundreds, but probably like over 50 to 70 virtual assistants. And some of them are very talented. I've hired people that are a lot smarter than me. Not saying much, but yeah, so that's pretty much the process I go through hiring. Define what I want to hire for, put an SOP, standard operating procedure, in place, or create training manuals, and then hire somebody, and then obviously manage them. And then over time, you slowly start to build up your team. What's up, Brian W? Lester says, just got back to listing today, getting motivated again. That's awesome. Get back to it. Jesse says, do you say aloud your affirmations before you go to sleep? It's a very powerful tool. I haven't been, but I would like to build a night routine. My morning ritual is really dialed in right now. My night ritual is ugly. It's not really good. I'm not always consistent with planning my day in advance. My sleep is something that I struggle with. Not winding down and having like a night routine and reading my goals. Like I need to. That's something I challenge myself to do over the next 30 days, is to build a night routine. And I'm gonna have to make it really simple and easy and attractive. Maybe only a 5-minute night ritual, because right now I'm at a 1-hour morning ritual, which took a long time to develop. If I try to get into an hour night ritual now, it would be crazy. And I think even an hour is a little too much. I really need to cut that down. But right now I'm enjoying it. But yeah, I know. You definitely want to read your goals and stuff before you go to bed, and incantations, because your subconscious mind will think and plan and plot on those affirmations and goals all night. And you'll wake up with just intuitive thoughts and actions that you don't even know how it came to you. Did you move to Brickell? I live in Miami Springs now. We're trying to move to Brickell, but I'm having some challenges with my background. report, because when I was 21, I got arrested for selling weed, and it came up on my background report, and all the landlords think I'm Tony Montana. They think I'm, raking in that profit from selling that green stuff still, even though I haven't smoked in a while. I haven't sold in, a decade, right? Now I sell other stuff, legal stuff. Even though I feel like I could probably sell weed now if I wanted to, because I think it's illegal in Florida. Not that I'm thinking about it. I'm just saying. But we've been facing some challenges over there, Romer and I. But we're getting close. I'm being resourceful. And when you hit a roadblock and a challenge in your life, you got to ask yourself, what can I do to get a different outcome? So what I did is I applied to the same building that they rejected me, but I included a one-page letter explaining how I changed my YouTube channel, my goals, my values, and I told them how I taught my mom how to start a business. I put a little picture of my mom and I at the bottom of the letter, and I attached that. And that actually worked. We sent that to another person, another landlord at the building, and it appears that they've accepted it. So, just a fine example of being resourceful, and, you get hit with a roadblock, got to find a way to get around it. So, pretty excited about that. What's up, Land Shark? Master Grandma. You're the best grandma in town. Hooked on Picking, what's up? You're a Bible reader. Love it. My reseller treasure says SOPs are so helpful. Absolutely. Especially if somebody quits on you. You have an SOP documented and already written down, so you can just plug and play. What's up, Nikki? Brian, thanks for the warm welcome. Tanya, how are you? Are you going to ASD in March? Probably not. Have you thought about getting Gaylords? No, because my warehouse is in Connecticut now, and we're just streamlining our process. But I'm not sure. We've got some changes that might be happening at the warehouse. There's some logistical issues, so we're trying to figure things out right now. Clear and clutter for clarity. What's going on, girl? Can't wait to see a new place. I'm excited. You're welcome to come. We're gonna have to shoot a new video there. But I have a lot of friends who buy Gaylords, Jesse. Gaylords of books, especially. Actually, I met a girl, Shannon. Shout out to Shannon at the South Carolina meetup, and she's buying Gaylords of books. You know what a Gaylord is? It's huge. It's a massive set of books. I think there's like 100 to 1,000 books in it, I think. She's getting them for $35 each. $35 each, and she's making $500 profit off of this Gaylord of books from her Goodwill. Blew my mind. Absolutely amazing. She's a freaking hustler. Shannon, if you're watching, you're freaking amazing. What's up, Big Daddy Cool? Good to see you. Master Grandma says, I want to start my business on eBay. Get started. Start listing stuff around your house, right? Start listing around your house now some items, because that'll help you to make some sales, and you'll start to be able to increase those listing limitations, because when you're a new eBay seller, you're gonna have listing limitations of quantity of items and value of items. So let's get you moving right now, Grandma. Hey, thank you so much. Orbital Search. When are we doing a meetup here in Miami? Probably in the next month or so. I just got to get my property locked down, and then we're gonna host a meetup, Romer and I. It's gonna be sweet. What's up, Rob from Rhode Island? Oh, that's awesome. Rob, we've gone rummaging through your Rhode Island thrift stores multiple times, Mama Prophet and I, my mom, and we love it out there. Providence is great. Love going through Providence. Master Grandma says, you motivated me. Hey, I motivate all types of peoples, right? I motivate sons, daughters, uncles, aunts, grandfathers, grandmothers. I don't discriminate. I will motivate anybody. I don't care. I'll motivate you. That's my job. Why did I move to Miami? I moved here for lifestyle, weather, being around a different type of community. There's a really just amazing community out here in Miami. Business people, salsa dancing, also just to experience just a new life. I'm sick and tired of the winters, the cold weather. I mean, out here is like paradise where I'm planning on moving, and I'll show you guys some clips when we finally move in. But it's like paradise. It's absolutely like paradise. I can't put it into words. Mr. Exquisite, what's going on? It was awesome hanging out with you, man, at the Connecticut thrifting meetup. Really excited to post some of those videos that we recorded, man, at the Connecticut thrifting meetup. Garage Sale Dale says we have the best strip clubs. I work at one for 23 years here in Miami. Doesn't, who's that boxer? Who's the boxer who fought McGregor? Mayweather. Doesn't he own a strip club in Miami? I don't sell in Macari. Did you put your belongings in storage or Connecticut or sell it before moving? I brought it all into Tacoma. You don't see, I still got it all back here. I got it in my trunk, and I got it in, in my back seat right here. Check out this water bottle. It's pretty sweet. One of the things I've been doing, one of my new habits, is I've been drinking a gallon of water, although I've been drinking it out of this, which is probably giving me some BPA, but a gallon of water a day. Keep the doctor away. Jill says Miami is filled with beautiful women. Absolutely. What's up, Mary? Good to see ya. Orbital says, I didn't know anyone other than a stripper could have a career in a strip club. I don't know what's going on in the comments. I'm staying away from that, all right? We're here to talk about making money legally. Well, I guess making money stripping is a legal way. You guys, I'm digging a hole. I got to get out. I'm in the hole right now, and I'm trying to get out of the hole, but you guys are posting more comments that are keeping me in the hole. So I'm trying to get out. I want to get away from this topic. I'm going to get some comment from somebody who's going to be really mad at me for something, and I want it away. Get it away. Oh, Clarence Clutter says the big things. The furniture, the bed. I sold my bed. I sold my furniture. I sold my TV. I have nothing. I'm homeless right now. I'm homeless. I'm gonna have to post a GoFundMe. It's gonna be called Help Ray Can Afford $250 per night apartments in Miami. This place is so expensive. It's so freaking expensive out here. What would you say is an ideal amount of inventory for a bookseller, especially considering how fast some things sell on Amazon FBA? It depends. My mom, she only keeps around 200 books in her inventory, 200 to 300 books in inventory, and she does anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 a month. If you want to get up to like 10,000 a month, it's all going to depend upon your model, but getting up to like 1,000 books, quality books, will definitely probably keep you in the 10 to 20K a month mark selling books. If you're not selling like super duper low priced, like $7 to $10 books out of Gaylords. If you're going thrifting and you can get your ASP up above 20 and have at least 1,000 books in your inventory, you'll probably be over 10K. How's Mama Profit doing? She was the first person I thought of when you were moving. Oh, it was sad. She was crying when I was leaving. It was brutal. It was rough. It was rough leaving Connecticut. So it wasn't easy. Definitely wasn't easy leaving. What's up, Suzette? But sometimes you gotta spread your wings and leave the nest at 32 years old. The Thriftin' Lounge. What's up, dude? It's Kevin, right? I'm trying to remember what your name was, man. I know, like, it's just been so long. Bro, you're in my area. We need to do it at West Palm. Heck yeah, man. Kevin, got it, dude. A lot of good memories with Kevin. Such a good guy. You're a good guy, man, and I hope you're doing well. I forget what you ended up doing with your life. I think you were going through some changes last time we talked a couple of years ago, but I really hope that that everything is going well with you and the family. And yeah, man, we had some good times back in the day, back in the Google Hangout days when there were like no reseller YouTube shows. There were very few. Kevin was dominating the reseller thrifting space on YouTube. Hella Bella says, thank you. I'm around 500 right now. I was just wondering what to shoot for. Hella Bella, if you don't mind sharing, what are your sales at 500 inventory? You don't have to share if you're uncomfortable, no big deal. Suzette says, I need to talk to your mom. Send me an email at rakeandprofit@gmail.com with your number. I'll link you up with her. I bet the nice weather is fabulous. Cannot wait to move to warmer climate. Colorado is just too much anymore. Yeah, I haven't really been able to enjoy it, to the level that I would like to right now, because I'm like kind of bouncing around from apartment to apartment and hotel to hotel, condo to condo, Airbnb in it and hotels.com in it. I have my own language, don't I? And I've been so immersed in my routine and just traveling that I haven't really been able to enjoy it, but it is nice. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. It's nice out here. Yeah, one of my virtual assistants is living in South or North Carolina, and they were like bunkering down because there were tornado watches all over the place. The weather's crazy. My friend told me there's supposed to be a storm hitting Miami today, I think. I'm not sure. Heck yeah, Susan, I'm definitely happy over here right now. Your meetup would be great excuse to go to Miami. Jill, I want to meet you, Jill. You should come out to Miami. Where are you from? Yeah, Kevin, send me a message on Facebook or Instagram, Kevin. Preferably Facebook, because I think we're already friends on there and we could set something up for sure. Yeah, that's crazy. I hope everyone's safe. Only 1,056 since January 1st, but only have 423 units live and 120 currently on the way. I started buying higher priced books. Yeah, so I could already tell based on the amount of inventory you have in your sales, you're definitely dealing with a lot of lower priced books. You know, not everyone's going to have the same opportunity that I have, or Mama Profits has, or Reezy Resells has, or Romer the Roamer has, right? There's all different avenues. Reezy's doing a lot of, consignment in bulk right now. Romer the Roamer is doing a lot of, selling restricted inventory. I've got my friend Hayden who's doing a lot of bulk and liquidation and Gaylords. Mama Profit, she's crushing it with thrift stores in a really good area. I know people who are crushing it with eFlip, sourcing off of Amazon. Anyone can do that, but you need capital. So there's all these different types of opportunities for being able to source profitable books. You just got to find your opportunity and also understand what opportunities you have in your demographic area. Very important to keep in mind. Hooked on Picket says, I do a lot of liquidation. That's awesome. Elizabeth says, flooded roads and downed trees here in Middle Georgia. It's nasty. Yeah. Prayers are with you guys. I hope you're safe. I can't even pronounce that. 1970 says, could you tell me some words of encouragement? I want to go back to resell on eBay today. Well, one thing I'd like to say, and I'll say this to myself as well, sometimes when we do only a little bit every day, we feel discouraged, like we're not doing enough. But over a 3 to 6 to 12 to 2 year period, 3 to 6 to 12 month period, upwards to 2 year period, doing those little things, even 5, 10, 15 minutes, they add up and they compound into these huge, enormous beings, right? Like my YouTube channel. A lot of people think that I put tons and tons of work in. On a daily basis, I have put in work, but it's not like I've spent like 5 to 10 hours a day. I've spent sometimes 15 to 20 minutes shooting a video per day, or sometimes I spent an hour a day on my YouTube channel. And now it's grown to this massive thing where I'm able to help and serve hundreds of thousands of people. It helps me to earn hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. It helps me to earn $5,000 to $10,000 a month passive income. It allows me to meet so many amazing people. It allows me, like, I was thinking the other day, all the amazing people that I have in my life, friends and partners, it's all come from this YouTube channel, all by putting in a little bit of time each day to help and serve people. My Kindle publishing business, put in a little bit of time each day, grew it. Now it makes passive income. It was a lot more in the past. Now it makes $1,000 to $2,000 a month. Same with my eBay business. Same with Amazon FBA. All these businesses, you don't have to put in 5, 10 hours a day. You can, and it's great. But the person who puts in 5 or 10 hours a day a couple times a week and then quits 3 months later and then starts up 2 months later and starts back up and quits, and they're on and off. It's like the tortoise and the hare, right? The tortoise, slow, consistent, putting in a little bit of work each and every day. Maybe it doesn't look like the tortoise is seeing many results, doesn't look like anything's happening, but slowly but surely, tortoise is making progress on the hare. And it's the same thing in life. Those little tiny 15-minute workouts, those little tiny decisions you make, eating that healthy meal, deciding not to eat past 9 o'clock. You can lose 15 pounds over a year doing that. You can build a business from $15,000 a year to $40,000, just doing a little bit each and every day. A couple great books I'd like to share with you is Atomic Habits. Great book. The Compound Effect. Amazing book. The Slight Edge. 3 books you should read if you're not feeling motivated and inspired, because a lot of times we have to realize that success comes down to 80% psychology and only 20% strategy. What do I mean by that? It's your mindset that is going to dictate whether you succeed or fail. It's not necessarily whether you sell on eBay or Amazon, or if you're drop shipping versus bulk, or if you're doing bulk or private label or wholesale. Those are all strategies. You can have the best strategy in the world, but if your psychology isn't in the right place to serve you, it doesn't matter what you do. So hopefully that serves you and inspires you. And I think that's a great way to end this video. We're coming up on the 30-minute mark. I got to get checked into this hotel. Bless you all. I appreciate you all watching. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Leave a comment. What's up, Zahar? Good to see you. Or Zara. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Leave a comment below. Let us know where you're from. What are your goals in 2020? What are you excited for? Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We got a ton of amazing content coming around the corner. I think we've got 15, 20 videos in the chamber that my team's working on editing and creating and putting together, and they're all scheduled to come out soon. Tons of videos, like crazy stuff that I've never showed before. So, and Mama Profit's featured on one. I hooked her up to a mic in a Savers thrift store while she was sourcing books and scanning books. That's coming soon. I'm really excited about that. That's going to be fun. I interviewed my good friend Sean, who started a thrift store. He started his own thrift store, and he made $5,000 last month starting his own thrift store. And he's thrifting. He's buying stuff from thrift stores, yard sales, and garage sales and selling it at his thrift store. He made $5,000 last month, only after 4 months. Yeah, Mr. Exquisite met him at the Connecticut Thrifting Meetup. I interviewed him. I've got a lot of videos coming, so stay tuned, stay posted. With that being said, keep on picking up making the money, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.